Well, Malika, let's hope Joel Embiid is out there on the court tonight against Ben Simmons, what will be a riveting matchup if we see it. But he is questionable for today's game with left foot soreness. And this is something that Joel Embiid has been dealing with going back now for several weeks. He missed a game here a few weeks ago against the Indiana Pacers with the same issue. It's something that's been lingering throughout the year. Now, it's something Philadelphia expects to manage. And yesterday he practiced by himself ahead of today's game. But Doc Rivers said he didn't know if Joel would play. And usually how this goes is Joel Embiid will warm up about 45 minutes before the game, go in the locker room, and then he'll tell the team whether he's able to go, and they'll announce if he's in the starting lineup or not. So I'd expect around 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight, we'll get a sense if Joel's in the starting lineup and if he plays. And then if he does, we get to see him, as you said, finally go up against Ben Simmons for the first time since that Game 7 here against the Atlanta Hawks a year and a half ago when Simmons had that faded, passed-up dunk attempt that led to all the drama that happened afterward.
Well, fingers crossed that we get to see Joel Embiid versus Ben Simmons tonight. But regardless, we know that Philadelphia is famous for the atmosphere that it creates in the arena that you're standing in right this moment. What are players saying about this matchup?
Well, look, this is a game that I think it's safe to say people on both sides are pretty excited about, right? Earlier today, Montrezl Harrell tried to downplay it, saying, look, this is just like any other game. Doesn't matter that it's the Nets. Doesn't matter that Kyrie Irving is coming here to play against the 76ers. But look, this will be the first time, Malika, if everybody's healthy, that James Harden, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons are all involved in this game between these two teams. They played in the preseason this year. All of them weren't involved. Earlier this year, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and James Harden all missed the first game here in Wells Fargo Center, which Philly managed to win anyway. So we have not gotten the chance, as you said, in almost a year since this trade happened, to see all of these guys on the court against one another. And I could guarantee you there'll be a sellout crowd tonight, and all they're going to want to see is Joel Embiid against Ben Simmons in the post. That happens, everybody here is going to get their money's worth.
Oof, and it's going to be a fun game. Tim Bontemps, enjoy it. Thank you so much for stopping by NBA Today. All right, so Ben Simmons probably has yet to make the impact, I think it's fair to say, that some Nets fans had hoped for. But let's not forget about the rest of the deal, right? Seth Curry, he came to Brooklyn, as well as a draft pick that turned into Royce O'Neal. And then for Philadelphia, obviously you get James Harden, and him and Joel Embiid. They've developed into one of the best 1-2, two-man premier games in the league. But it's all about winning at the end of the day. This is all about championships, Big Perk. So right now, in this moment, who has more championship equity, the 76ers or the Nets?
It's the 76ers, and I don't believe it's even close right now. You see the continuity. You see the way that James Harden has transitioned over into the point guard position and embraced the role. He's like, you know what, big fella, we're going to go through you. And the best thing that happened with them, I'm not going to say the best thing, a blessing in disguise for this team as well, was that Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and James Harden was out. Doc Rivers was able to see Tobias Harris get back to that all-star caliber player that he was in far as playing with the Clippers when he was coaching them. And again, when you look at the when you look at the Brooklyn Nets and you look at Ben Simmons is that homie. When you get in a fight at the bar fight and he sneak out the side door and you like, man, where you was? They would jump.
Right.
He nowhere to be found. So it's like we know Philly won that trade with James Harden. They won that trade. Like when they got James Harden, he's been more productive and brought more to the table than Ben Simmons.
Jalen?
And when the playoffs come, you need players that are going to play bigger than the X's and O's. So when I look at both of these teams, I say which teams have three guys that could get me 25 on a given night. That's easily the Philadelphia 76ers. Big Perk schooled me on Maxey being great coming off the bench. We know about Embiid. And Claxton has been terrific defensively, but he don't have the bulk to play against Joel Embiid. I already see him getting in foul trouble. So now you have to play down with your lineup. KD playing small ball, 4 or 5, Ben Simmons. These guys are going to be guarding Joel Embiid. And then you bring in Maxey off the bench as well.
Yep.
I really think the championship equity between these two teams lies with the Sixers.
Interesting. All right, 2 for the Sixers. Sinead, I want to get your pick, but the news moves fast. Ramona, what more can you tell us about Joel Embiid tonight?
Okay, you know he loved the drama.
Yeah.
Like, come out, ring the bell. Okay. Like, Joel's going to play tonight. Come on, what are you talking about?
All right.
So
All right.
Yeah, like, he's going to warm up, like Timmy said, if anything goes bad. But he's not going to miss this game.
Like I said,
That's why I appreciate
the news moves fast.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we got that in.
And my favorite part of the drama with Joel is if you ask him about Ben Simmons, he will not use the name. 2-5, the other guy. Like, these post-game interviews, pre-game interviews can be very fun tonight because, like, I know this happened a while ago. Everybody's moved on. But these guys keep track.
Yeah.
Okay? These guys keep track. Ben pays attention to what Joel says. Joel pays attention to what Ben says. They don't use each other's names.
Yeah. So it feels like you're saying the 76ers might that's where you're leaning in terms of championship equity today. Pull up the caboose
I love
for
it.
us.
I love Joel Embiid's, mindset. This is what I always tell people. I don't take things personal. I take notes. Oh, they taking notes over there.
Woo!
Now, while I trust the 76ers as a team, I want to spin this question back to my big bros over here. So in a championship series, if you have KD and Kyrie or Joel Embiid and James Harden, who would you guys take?
If it was just 2-on-2, I would take
But no, in a
KD and
championship
Kyrie.
series in the playoffs, you get KD and Kyrie or Joel Embiid and James Harden. Who are you taking?
In 2-on-2, I'm taking the Nets.
I'm talking about us. Oh, thank you. And
it's a
that's
good question.
That's my premise in answering the Nets because championship equity. You look at those two guys, KD, Kyrie. They both have championships already. Now, what neutralizes this is that both of these teams, respectively, have only gotten to the conference semis. And I know Perk is looking at me. That's when I'm like, the question is about championship equity. Those guys have been there and done that. I know different circumstances.
Yeah.
But when they're playing their basketball, but I believe this. I would be priming to vote Kevin Durant if he did not get injured for MVP this year.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.